Hi, this is Mark from Snooker Crazy. Before I start, we've got some kids playing basketball next door, so might be a little bit in the background, but we'll do the video anyway. Had quite a few cues in lately again for restoring and repairs. Lots of Parrises. This one in particular is from a guy called Richard, who's one of Judd Trump's ex-playing partners back a few years ago. Hasn't played snooker for 15 years since they were all younger, I think. And this cue has been sat in a conservatory for the last 15 years. It was in a bit of a state, very much worse for wear. Lots of dents. In the end, there were great big chunks out of it. Lots of dents all around the end, probably half a dozen, I would think, but in the top there was a big chunk out of it. So it's given me a chance to test another mixture that I've got. Up the sides, again, lots of little nicks and scratches and dents. Standard for its playing age, really. Nice bit of red glue in there, which I like to see. The shaft itself was well used. You get over the sort of harder pieces here into the grain, and there was lots of soft bits, but mainly underneath where you get to these sort of ridges, they were really bad and flats. I mean, this particular one here was a massive flat, which didn't even think was going to build it out as much as I'd like to, but it's come out not too bad. You can still just about feel it in there on a couple of bits, but it was so flat, it was almost like someone had sanded it right down. Grain was obviously worn, so we've given it a nice grain fill, but yeah, it's come out pretty good. Stuck with linseed oil on this one, mainly because that's what it was done originally, but really concentrated on the fact that making sure that it felt good in the hand underneath the cue, and we added the grain filler on the top, so it didn't feel too rough. Right, the top, the ferrule was completely shot, so it had to come off. It was in a hell of a state, so we stuck a new brass ferrule on it. And this one was just a standard elk master out of a box. Got to say, was going to give up yesterday. Got to the 5th tip, and it was the actual 5th tip, and I thought 5 and you're out, but we finally got a decent tip rather than just falling apart or pulling out an accordion. But hopefully that one will do Richard some good service. But I think we've pretty much got it back to a playing cue as he wanted, rather than it disappeared. Back to the cupboard. What else can we talk about? The joint in there was pretty poor. I think he said that it cracked it once over a table, and that's how it sent it back for repair. So it's quite an indent going in here and then out again, so smooth that out just slightly and got the joint a little bit better for feel when you're rubbing that over your chest. But I think looking at the cue itself, try and get a better angle. Got a nice finish on this, got a different finish on this one. Just wanted it to be reasonably grippy, but with a nice shine to it, but also something that you can buff at the end of each session, and it'll come back to this nice finish. So yeah, this is quite pleased with it. I'll stick a couple of pictures in there so you can see what this was like beforehand. But I think he'll have a good go at playing with this again. So can't check the integrity of the joint apart from just standard, really. Just giving it a decent clean. But yeah, that's pretty good. So hopefully be pleased with that. But one of many that's gone out this week. Nice golden shaft again. Got a nice linseed oil on this one. Took me a while to find that. Just while I'm on it, I keep getting asked if I'm going to sell that particular mix, but I'm still not sure whether I will or I won't. There's a couple of guys that are cue makers that I supply it to, but we'll see. We might knock that out this year, but it buffs out really well and it's nice and smooth. Right, there you go. I'll see you on the next video.